Yes, you. Good morning to you, and great to be saying hello again. I believe you're attending the Tokyo Ham Fest, so hopefully we can meet in person. So if you're going to the Tokyo Ham Fest, you've got a great signal. You're up to 20 dB over S9, so a really good signal coming from Korea, South Korea this morning. Here the weather is mostly fine blue sky, some cloud, and I think it's pretty hot and humid outside. Local time is just 9:05 in the morning, and the temperature in the Radio Shack, I've got the aircon switched on, and it's 25.6 degrees Celsius with 41% humidity. But outside, it's much hotter and much more humid. Anyway, microphone back to you, and great to be saying hello to you again. Hotel Lima 1, Sierra Bravo, Japan 0, X-Ray Tango Whiskey.
Hi, JJ0, X-Ray Tango Whiskey. This is HR1 Sugar Baker. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for all the information. Various things include ham fair. Yes, we will meet in person in Tokyo Ham Fair, and QXY, Kawamura-san will hold our dinner meeting in the 28th and 29th, 2 nights. But I will attend the 2 nights together. I think you will join 29 evening or 28th evening, something like that. Yeah, only one night you will enjoy the dinner meeting, I heard. Okay, I'm looking forward to see you in person in the ham fair time, and thank you for sharing your weather there, Nakano-city, blue sky and very hot in outside, and you switched on your AC, and the room temperature is very comfortable, 25 and 41% of humidity. Yeah, outside is a terrible hot weather. Okay, here same situation. Here outside is almost 32 degrees Celsius in this morning, and the higher temperature maybe 38 in this afternoon. Yes, very hot. And also AC it was switched on already in my shack room, and the room temperature is 27, but humidity is very low, 48%. I feel comfortable. Anyway, this summer is incredibly hot summertime we are spending. Back to you, Paul. JJ0 X-Ray Tango Whiskey. This is HR1 Sugar Baker.
Roger, thank you, and thank you for the information. Very interesting indeed. Yes, it's it's very difficult for elderly folk, and also for very young children to be exposed to the really hot weather. They need to be particularly careful. But everyone needs to be careful and to drink enough water, especially if they're going to be outside. My wife, Mayumi, and I, we usually go for a walk early in the morning and then again in the evening to get a bit of exercise. But yes, we came back about a week ago. We came back on the 29th of July from Australia. We were there for 5 weeks, and we had a really interesting time. We went all of the way around Australia in that 5-week period. We arrived from Japan into Brisbane, which is in Victor Kilo 4, and then we caught another plane up to Darwin, and we spent, which is in Victor Kilo 8, and we spent a few days in Darwin, and we did an optional tour down to Catherine Gorge, which is a really interesting freshwater riverway or water course, and there are freshwater crocodiles there in Catherine Gorge. So they're not as big as the saltwater crocodiles, and so they're not as dangerous, but they can be dangerous if people were to touch them or approach them. But normally the freshwater crocodiles are very shy, and they don't really attack people unless they are provoked, unless someone if someone is mean to them, then the freshwater crocodiles could be dangerous. But anyway, so after Darwin, we caught a bus to Broome, and Broome is on the west coast in northern Western Australia, and then we went from Broome again by coach down to Perth, but we had two stops. We stopped in Exmouth and we stopped in Carnarvon, and both of those were interesting places. We spent 2 days in each of those places, and then when we got into Perth, we spent one night in Perth, and we went to Kings Park, and Kings Park overlooks the city of Perth and the Swan River. Very beautiful scenery from up on Kings Park there. And then we got a rental car, and we went south of Perth, and we saw a lot of different places south of Perth, a very beautiful countryside and interesting. And I caught up with VK6 Lima Golf, Ron, and we had cake and coffee together at his place. So it was good to catch up with him in person. Then we went back to Perth and we flew to Melbourne, and we had 10 days in Melbourne, catching up with family and friends, and then we flew back to Brisbane, had two days and 2 nights in Brisbane, which was very interesting. Brisbane Botanical Gardens and the city. It was quite interesting. And then we flew back to Japan. We got back in the early evening on the 29th of July to Japan, and we stayed one night in a hotel near the airport, and then we drove back to Nakano-city the next day. It was a big adventure, and Australia is expensive these days. Everything's costly in Australia, HI. Anyway, sorry for the long over, but that's what we did in our Australian holiday. We did lots of interesting things and went to lots of different places. HL1SB, JJ0XTW, over.
Okay, JJ0X-Ray Tango Whiskey, this is HR1 Sierra Bravo returning. Okay, thank you very much for talking about your interesting long journey in Australia. I think Australia is a future land. It takes a long time to traveling everywhere. Really interesting. You are watching the crocodile in fresh water, a little bit dangerous animals, and you meet VK6 ham radio in person. Very nice. And you back Japan from Brisbane. I know Brisbane is located in East Coast, I guess. I think Australia is a future land, and there are very beautiful natures everywhere, and some desert area, the remote areas exist there. You enjoy the various sceneries and interesting places. Very nice story. I've been to Australia just once in my life. Very, very popular tourist site, the Sydney area and suburb of Sydney, some places, and I had watching dolphin boat travel. I have seen the dolphins jumping from the water surface, and we watching them from the boat. It was my first experience in my life. It was really interesting, and we enjoyed the Sydney area, the Opera House, and some Bay Bridge. That is the most popular tourist site for us, South Korean tourists. And many things. Thank you for sharing a lot of experience traveling in Australia, you and your wife. Yeah, that's good. Anyway, this time is summer break time in South Korea. Many people are enjoying their vacation in the coast and very busy such a tourist site. And it's too hot to do outdoor activities. I am doing my exercise inside home, bicycle or treadmill or something like that. Okay, it's really interesting, and thank you for calling me. Maybe this is the first working on 70-meter band, maybe. We met a 40-meter band and a 20-meter band, but this is a new band for us. Yes, I'm very, very happy to see you on this new band. Anyway, back to you, Paul. JJ0 X-ray Tango Whiskey. This is HR1 Sugar Baker.
Roger, yes, it's perhaps, a new band, and it's a really good band too, 17 meters. And actually 10 meters is a good band, but in Japan, it's only data. There's no voice on 10 meters. In Australia, people can use SSB on 10 meters as well, which is really good. But I'm not a big digital band operator. But anyway, no, very interesting about your trip to Australia. I wonder how many years ago that trip was. But you saw the dolphins. Yeah, my wife, Mayumi, and I, we did a whale watching cruise at Broome, and we had a mother whale breach out of the water, and breach in Nihongo de haneta, the whale jumped sort of right up, and my wife got a photograph of that. So she was very quick with her camera. My camera was too slow, and there were too many people in front of me, and I couldn't get a good photo. But I did see it, and it was beautiful to see the whale. There was it had a young whale, the mother whale. There was a young whale there too. It was not a baby. It was maybe a year old whale with it. But there's a lot of nature in Australia, and it's good to be able to enjoy that. That's for sure. Anyway, I look forward to catching up with you in person. That should be great. Being able to enjoy the Hamfest again this year, and to meet lots of people. And I really look forward to meeting you in person. And we'll be at the dinner. Yes, I'll be leaving here early in the morning on the 29th to go to the Hamfest. That'll be the Saturday, and then in the afternoon I'll come back. I'll check into the hotel, and I'll be spending one night at the same hotel there, and going out to dinner together with you guys on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday I'll be attending the Hamfest again, and then Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, I'll catch the Shinkansen back up to Iyama, and Iyama is near Nakano-city, so my wife will pick me up from the station. Anyway, so yes, all the very best to you, and all okay on the home gym, the home exercise work inside. Yeah, that's very, very sensible, and a good thing to do it that way for sure. Okay, well, thank you for the contact. The band has been in excellent condition between us, and if ever you come up to northern Nagano Prefecture, please, we have spare guest room, so you're most welcome to come and stay and visit and stay, for a bit of time here if you want to, and I could show you around the area a bit. Anyway, all the best, you, and thanks again for the contact. It's been really great. HL1SB JJ0, and by the way, your Japanese and your English are both really good. So congratulations, omedetou. Kamsahamnida. HL1SB JJ0XTW.
Okay, Paul. Great Korean pronunciation. 감사합니다. Great. 감사합니다. Perfect. Yeah, JJ0 X-ray Tango Whiskey from Amature-1 Sierra Bravo. Thank you for a lot of things about whale watching. I've never seen such a whale in the sea. Yeah, really interesting. Take photos for whale fish is very difficult. I know that. Sometimes I tried to take a photo under the water when I enjoy the scuba diving. Scuba diving is one of my hobbies, so I dive many places in Okinawa or Philippines or Saipan near Guam Island. I dived many times and I tried to take underwater photos, but it's very difficult and needed to some special underwater gear, big flash and batteries. But it's very hard to take them, the underwater animals. Yes, you will enjoy the dinner meeting in the 29th, and you will join there after Hamfest. I will attend twice to dinner meeting 28th and 29th, and then also I will visit Hamfest site 2 days, 29th and 30th. And then I will take videos for my YouTube channel. And I visited Hamfest 2024, 2 years ago. That was my first visit to Hamfest in my life. So I took a lot of photos and I uploaded my YouTube channel. So this time, this Hamfest, I will take a lot of photos and videos for my YouTube channel. Okay, and QXY Kawamura-san shared a picture of the barbecue party in your garden. I have seen that. Maybe seven members gathered there, and they enjoyed barbecue party with some alcohol. Yeah, it sounds great. If I have an opportunity to visit your home, I will enjoy the same thing. Okay, anyway, Paul, it's lovely talking to you again on this new band, and I think the heat waves in Japan will lasting for a couple of weeks. Take care of yourself and your wife. Okay, see you soon. 감사합니다, Paul. See you again next time. JJ0 X-ray Tango Whiskey. This is HR1 Sugar Baker, over.
Roger, you-san, Roger, and thank you very much. It's been most interesting, great contact, and my best wishes to you and your family also. So yeah, see you at the Hamfest, and I look forward to next QSO as well. Yeah, 73. Bye for now, you-san. HL1SB JJ0XTW. Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, Paul. I'm looking forward to see you in person at Tokyo. Bye bye. 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. Bye bye.
Bye bye.